I understand your reasoning, but absolutely not.
I won't try to deceive you, Mr. Akbar. The police have asked me to convince you to change your mind.
No.
Why did you go to the police then?
I followed my lawyer's advice, but only to that extent. I will not give permission to launch a full-scale investigation. Please, Sandra.
When did you receive the note?
I picked it up in the mailbox at 6:35.
It's 9:30 now.
Corky would never just wander off.
That's our son.
He's really such a good boy, Mr.
Corsi.
I never should have let him go to that matinee alone, but he wanted so much to see the cartoons.
The chauffeur was there to pick him up.
I'll never forgive myself. He's just a baby, that's all. Not very strong. He needs a lot of care, Corky does. That message was written on a dirty piece of paper. Where they asked us to leave the money, that means they're not very nice people. Not very clean.
Do you have any suggestions, Mr. Bonacorsi?
Well, since you won't let the police handle it, all you can do is get the 50,000 and deliver it at 3 o'clock Monday.
I can just hear my baby's voice.
Don't worry, Mrs. Akbar. You'll have Corky back.
That's good, dear.
You can't guarantee that, Al.
What else do you say?
We've got 41 hours. They must be real amateurs setting up the drop in broad daylight.
Yeah. Well, real pros. How do you stake out Bleecker Street at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? We're gonna have to try and get him before that. Shannon's the only one we can chance. He knows this is the toughest situation it can be, but punch it home to him anyway. If he burns out, create suspicion. It could mean the child's life.
And if he finds nothing?
It could mean the child's life. Step number 1. Special Investigator Shannon first approached the theater manager and showed him a picture of the Akbar boy. He explained that he was a talent scout and he was not able to locate the boy's whereabouts. Negative.
Paper?
No, thanks. I already saw it this morning.
Maybe you're like me. Sundays are so quiet, the noise inside gets you.
Something like that.
Well, that's mighty kind of you, young man.
Don't mention it.
Right there is fine. My name's Joe. Bulldog Joe.
Bulldog. You don't look like a bulldog, Joe.
Oh, you got it all wrong. I hold the record. I sold more Bulldog editions than any boy in town. And that's the hardest, coming as they do so soon after the evening sheets. What's your name?
Doesn't matter, does it?
I dig. Just the same, I'll call you, Ray? Ray.
Fine. Is this your regular place of business?
Oh, yes. I've been here 20... Well, I don't know how long I've been here, Ray. It slips me every once in a while.
How about yesterday?
Yes. Oh, sure. Yesterday, I...
Looking for a little boy. His name's Corky. He came out of the matinee yesterday.
I didn't see him. A lot of little tykes around here on the weekend.
He's a little different than most.
Corky.
A chauffeur in a big black car drives him around.
Oh, then Corky's all right. His family must have plenty...
What's wrong, Joe?
The big black car pulls up in front of the theater and waits for a pale little tyke.
It's important that I find him, Joe.
Poor little fella.
Why do you say that?
Well, he stands out there alone waiting for the car. Other kids don't seem to talk to him. I'm kind of happy for him.
Happy for him?
The big black car didn't get him yesterday. He found some little friends yesterday.
What do you mean?
Ray, you're putting me on. Corky stood right out there yesterday with his two little friends. then got on the bus.
Are you sure about that?
Why, he took the southbound bus right there. It goes by here at 4:44 every day.
Thanks, Joe.
Think nothing of it, Ray. You drop by any time, huh?
How come you put the glasses on?
Why, so I can think better, Ray.
All right. That's all you can do is follow it.
Shannon?
Yeah. He said the Akmar boy was kidnapped by 2 children.
Doesn't he look funny? Snuff, Nance. You know what Mom said. You're gonna sleep with me, Cork.
I want to sleep in my own bed. I didn't like yours last night.
Don't cry, Corky. We're not gonna treat you like your family did. Now, Nance, Mom said not to say that.
What's the difference? He knows they're mean. But I like my family.
That's okay, Cork. A few days with us, you won't even remember them.
But I want to remember them.
I don't see why. Our Mom and Dad said they treated you terrible. You just forget about them, Cork. Pretend Nance and me are your brother and sister.
But you're not my brother and sister. I don't have any.
Is that the way to talk to us? Gee, we took in.
Took me in where?
In here. It's cold outside, Cork.
It's cold in here, too.
Tell you what, Corky. You will pretend Tommy and I are your father and mother.
You're not my mother, my father, my brother, my sister.
Everything all right?
Uh-huh. Except Cork doesn't want to go to bed.
That's no way to act, Corky. Tommy, you take care of him. Everything will be all right tomorrow.
What do you mean, Mom? You said he'd be here for good.
Well, I mean, after tomorrow, I'll be spending more time with him. Flip the switch, Tommy.
In a minute.
Don't worry about it. The kid's gonna handle him.
Are you out of your head? Don't worry about it. I'm a wreck. There's only one thing on my mind. The word Lindbergh.
Huh?
The Lindbergh law, idiot.
Oh, come on. Have another drink and relax. Here. Look, it's all figured. About 17 hours from now, I'll be on Bleecker Street with 50 G's in my pocket.
Our pocket.
And we'll be out of this crumb joint forever.
And if it doesn't happen?
We'll worry about that tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
And if it doesn't happen?
All right. We'll take Corky someplace. Is that what you wanted to hear?
That's what I wanted to hear. Corky's a kidnap. I'll relax when he's asleep.
I'm not a kidnap.
You are too. You're still a kid and kids have to take naps. So there. My dad really likes you, Cork.
I don't think he does.
He never takes us any place. Go to bed. Go to sleep.
Sorry to rush you, but I haven't got much time.
We're a little off schedule, too. Had a death in the company this morning. You say 444 southbound. You a joker of some sort?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The driver's name was Tom Cronin.
Where can I get in touch with him?
He's laid out in a funeral parlor in Brooklyn.
Step number 2. 48 hours after receiving the ransom note, Samuel Akmar, father of the missing boy, went to the spot designated on Bleecker Street. A quiet and extremely careful police surveillance was maintained in the area. If contact was made, the plainclothesman would attempt to tail the kidnapper or his go-between. At 5 o'clock, 2 hours past the scheduled time for the money drop, Akmar still waited. No contact was made.
No show? I'm dead, Al. I don't know where to go.
Neither do we. You're on your own, Shannon. The Akmar still won't let the police come in. Every minute we wait here...
Yeah, I know. It might all be over. Maybe you tipped your hand.
We had men in the area, and I didn't even know where they were. What about your lead on the kids?
It's a dead end. I'm gonna have to start all over again. How's the family holding up?
Do I really have to answer?
Joe, think now.
All right.
Can you remember anyone else who might have taken that same bus? Any of the children, maybe? Are you thinking?
Of course I'm thinking. How about Bessie?
How about her?
She took the 444 Saturday.
Bessie?
She works in that short order place right up the street.
It's almost 7. You wouldn't know her address.
Ray, I just told you where she worked.
But she catches the 444.
But that was Saturday. Weekdays are different with Bessie.
There you are. What's yours?
Bulldog Joe said you'd talk to me.
Depends on what you want to talk about. I like the subject. What do you want to know?
This boy was on the 444 southbound Saturday. Same bus you took. Did you notice him?
Well, sure I noticed him. How could you forget a little face like that? What's his name?
Corky?
His brother and sister take real good care of him.
They do?
Sure they do. Had him dressed all neat-like, and they're as ragged as has-beens.
One more question, Bessie.
Go ahead.
You don't happen to know where he got off, do you?
Sure. Same stop as mine.
Where's that?
End of the line. Lowry Street.
This is Shannon.
Go ahead.
I'm at 2nd and Lowry. I've got a possible on Corky in this neighborhood.
We'll move in and cover you.
Better let me check it first. It's a thin lead.
Shannon, we don't want to burn. Be careful.
How else could I play it?
We'll be here. Okay, Ed, let's go.
You just told him we'd be here.
That's the way he wants it.
So?
They kidnapped the child. What do you think they do to Shannon?
Just had the guts to walk up to him.
It wasn't a question of guts.
You said yourself there weren't any cops around.
I tried to tell you. It was too quiet. You could hear a pin drop.
You told him in the note not to tell anyone.
Look, I've been on that street before. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, there are people passing by. Not today.
Well, it doesn't make any difference now. You blew it.
Leave me be, will you? I don't want to talk anymore right now.
No, it's dark. You've had enough.
Who says?
Good evening, ma'am. I represent the Parker Educational Toy Company.
Better be going soon.
I'm telling you, be quiet. I'll write him another note. Tell him I wanted to make sure he'd follow instructions.
You know better.
Huh?
When you didn't show, he went straight to the police. Wouldn't you? I know what you're going through, but we have to do it. Do you realize what would happen if we got caught? Or if little Corky recognized us? Our two would be put in a home. We have to think of them.
Yeah. And ourselves, too. There's no other way. Is there?
Won't get any darker, Lefty.
Yes, it will. A few hours from now, it'll be darker than anything you and I have ever seen.
Mom?
Could I speak to you a minute, please?
They told me not to open the door.
I'm a friend of your father and mother's.
Oh, that's different. I've never seen you before.
You weren't supposed to open the door, Nance.
He's a friend.
Is your family home?
No.
They'll be back soon, won't they?
Yeah, but you'll have to wait outside. We're not allowed to let anybody in here we don't know.
You mean I can't even sit down and wait?
Well, maybe, but you be quiet. Our little brother's asleep.
I am not asleep. You go back to bed, Corky. I don't want to go back to bed. I don't like those beds.
Can you dress yourself, Corky?
Maybe.
You go on in and do that, and I'll take you home.
You can't take him home.
I'm a friend of his family, too.
His family isn't nice to him. My dad said so himself.
They're going to be nicer now. They want to show Corky they really love him.
But our mother and father said he was our new brother. And besides, they're going to take him away in a little while.
Where are they taking him?
I don't know exactly where, but they're taking him someplace.
Tommy, I don't think they're going to take Corky anywhere tonight. It's too cold outside.
That's what Mom said.
I can't find them.
You know where they are, Nancy?
They hid them. I did not. My mom did. You could find them if you wanted to.
They'll be home in a while.
He's taking Corky away.
Oh!
No sign of him. All right, get him up.
Your family's mean. And so are your friends.
I'll take care of him, son. All right, let's go.
Mom! Dad!
I'll take Corky home.
Only downstairs.
And I do too like my family.